Good morning guys, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming. As promised, I'm uploading the September monthly races, which I need to complete 10 races, which is pretty straightforward. I get 300,000 credits for that, which is not to be sniffed at. There's then September showcase. The challenges on that are rival events from what I can gather, but we'll have a look as we go through. And then there's the September monthly player events, which I need to complete 5 multiplayer races. So making a start, I've decided to take the Mercury out. It's one of the old school American muscle cars, which is very cool. So I'll be taking this one out for a little blast round the track. I've done my usual trick on this video where I play the first 30 seconds and then I'll cut to the last 30, but because this race is so short, I decided just to put the whole thing in. It's about 1.5 minutes and rock and roll. I've been doing a bit of streaming recently. This I did plan on streaming but didn't. And after doing the recording, I decided to cut this down from almost an hour and a half to just the half hour, chop out the loading screens, truncate the races, you know, the usual things I've been doing in the previous non-streamed videos. So as I come down my home straight, I cross the line and that's race number 1 out of the way. Get the first pop-up. You've made progress in September monthly races. So back over to the Forzathon screen and see what I've got. The next challenge. So I need to beat a rival in the S-Curve Conqueror challenge. So that'll be out of free play and into the rivals mode. Got the Lotus. I don't tend to drive Lotuses that much, so I thought, yeah, I'll take the Lotus out, give that a go around the track. With these rival events, you tend to have the first person as being a complete noob, you know, the sort who go around the track and decide somewhere along the lines to park up, have their tea, watch a bit of YouTube and go for a nap for a couple hours. You know, they put these in just so anybody can complete at least one rival challenge. So this guy's going around, apparently 14 minutes is roughly what it's going to take me according to this, but even sliding off the track, I don't think that's going to happen. I just want to see where this guy just gives up, pulls over, gets his packed lunch out and has his tea. So let's have a look. We're coming into home straight, no sign of them pulling off yet. Let's see what happens. Oh, and that's it, they've stopped and I've gone over the line just before. So there you go, I've gone over the line and I've beat this guy. So taking a second lap, I've decided, let's see if I can actually beat a realistic challenger. So it's 1 minute 12 I need to beat. So let's see if I can do this. Let's have a race round here. This is more of a realistic challenger, not the type who decides to park up and have a nap for a couple hours. So flying around the track quite well, not doing too badly. I'm not going to do too many of these challenger races, just a couple. I've already completed the challenge. I just want to actually complete the challenge rather than actually I'd rather try and complete the challenge than just beat somebody who, quite frankly, was probably walking the track rather than driving it. I'm over the line. I beat that time, so I'm happy enough for that. I don't think I'm going to go for a third session on this, so handbrake turn, pull over to the side, get my packed lunch out and have a snack. I pop up, you've made progress. Going back into the Forzathon screen. What I've got next is complete 2 races in a Forza GT division car. I decided to take out the Nissan Nismo, which is absolutely brilliant. This car is absolutely brilliant, I love it. This was in the demo, the Forza 7, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It's a really nice car. So I'm taking that round. Very good handling, working very well for me. Taking the corners pretty well. It's only a short circuit here, so again I'm not chopping the race down too much, but I will do on the longer ones. It's actually quite interesting where you'd think doing my streaming I'd have a lot less editing to do because I'm not chopping, changing and cutting different files together, removing loading screens and whatnot, but in reality it takes exactly the same amount of time. So that's that race out of the way, about 47 seconds over the line. So what I need to do now is do that all again, except I'll pick a different car and for this one I think I'll take the Jag out. This is absolutely a brilliant car. Funnily enough, racing against the BMW. Shouldn't have too many problems on this, there's one lap. This Jag is really nice, it's a really nice car. But I do like the BMW as well, but that's me. I am a BMW fan. But for purposes of this race, I'm back in Jaguar all the way. An absolutely crazy paint job. I think this is under the special paint section when it comes to customising your car. So I just love the way the colour gleams off. It's brilliant. So short circuits, flying round, and across the finish line, 51 seconds. An easy win. I've got the pop-up telling me I've made progress. Is to complete a race in a Forza P1 division car. Excellent. So I'll go into this and I'll pick the Nissan again, I think. So this is the Nissan P1 class car. Absolutely spot on. Decided to go for a brickyard circuit on this one. So this is 3 laps around the brickyard circuit in a P1 division car. I'm not going to chop this one down because this won't take long at all to get through. So I'll just give it a blast around the track and we can move on to the next set of challenges, the next things that I need to be doing. It's quite good, but you get these monthly races and the weekly races on Forzathon now, which is absolutely brilliant. The weekly races I'll continue to do weekly, obviously, and the monthly races I'll do like this and I'll record. And the monthly races I'll do at the beginning of the month and upload them within the first week or so. There are also special challenges, special races for car pass people and VIP people, and that's not me, so I can't have a look at those at the moment, but if at some point I do end up getting the car pass or the VIP pass, I'll certainly do those races, but that's the reason why I can't do them at the moment. This is absolutely crazy, going around the track like this. The Xbox tends to lag a little bit, you can see frames being dropped here and there, but it is an original Xbox One, it's not one of these big fancy Xbox X's or anything, but it does the job. It records what I needed to record and it plays the games I needed to play, so happy enough on that one. This is absolutely crazy how quick this goes. It's absolutely crazy. So I'm coming up to the home straight. I can see the finish line. Let's see what my best lap time was on this one. 46 seconds. Can't complain. That's all absolutely brilliant. I get a pop-up telling me that I've made progress, which is always nice to see. And moving into the Forza screen, the next challenge is win a race in a 2014 Volkswagen Golf R. Okay, this is the last race of the September showcase, and then I'll be moving on to the Joy of Joy multiplayer mayhem races. So I've got the Volkswagen Golf running here. Nice royal blue. I've had to buy this one. I didn't actually have it in my garage, which was actually quite surprising. Up against an Audi, but taking that with ease, no real problems. I've got a lovely short circuit. I've been cutting corners a little bit on this, to be honest with you, because I'm expecting the multi-player races to be a lot longer. So I've been cutting a few corners here and there when it comes to the other ones, pick some short circuits and just sort of give it a blast really. But so far you've seen all of my races. You haven't seen anything cut down. But of course on the multiplayer I will be chopping those out, because some of those could be going on for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever minutes, depending on what they are. And it's a lot easier just to strip them down to the first part and the last part, rather than watch that whole agonising thing. Otherwise, if I was going to do that, you guys would have an hour and a half to watch on the video rather than about half an hour. So I'm coming around now up to the final corner. Onto the home straight and across the line. 1 minute 30 seconds. There you go, I've got the pop-up now saying that I've made progress. And I've got another one saying I've completed the showcase, which is brilliant. So moving on, let's claim my reward. My reward, of course, is the 2013 Dodge Dart GT Forza Edition, which I think I actually own. I think I picked it up on another Forzathon a few months ago. So only the multiplayer races left now. So I've got to complete 5 of these. So I'll exit out of the free play mode and go into a multiplayer mode. Unfortunately, the multiplayer mode has a slight tendency to lag a lot, and it isn't my internet. I have got some seriously fast internet, but it does lag, so it can take a while. So I've decided to give the video a bit of a chop.
10 years later.
So I've finally made it through. Like it says, 10 years later, made it through, and on to my first race. This, of course, is where I'm going to start chopping up races. I'm taking me editing axe to the footage. I'm playing this on multiplayer 101 because, firstly, I'm a noob, and secondly, it's the only thing that can load. After trying different lobbies, different hoppers, it just would not load. So this is the first thing that would load, so I thought, right, I'll sit with it and I'll just run. You can see that I've done quite a hard cut there, but opponents are all on ghosting mode, so they're not in a position where you can collide into them. You just simply go through them. Part of me thinks that's brilliant because it means nobody can run you off the road, but part of me also thinks it's absolutely crazy because I'm not exactly the cleanest of driver when it comes to Forza. I found a very good way to take a corner is to go around sideways and bounce off someone else to keep you on the track. Yes, go on, everyone hates me now, come on. But that's that first race out of the way. And let's see what's next, because remember, I need to complete 5 races on multiplayer. So I've just moved on naturally in my progression. I've chopped the intermissions out and whatnot, but I've just moved on to what people have chosen. Got 4th place on the last one, which I'm a bit disappointed at. I'm not entirely sure why, to be fair, but it doesn't matter. As long as I complete a race, I get my challenge completed status and I get my rewards. Someone's spun out quite a lot there. Someone's just gone straight through me. Shogun Ghost. In ghost mode, funnily enough. There's someone else coming up behind me. Unfortunately, this is where the ghosting mode, the non-collision mode, does irritate me because it's actually impossible to block anybody from overtaking you at all. You can't use your lines, you can't position yourself in a way to block them passing. They just simply sail straight through you. Which all sports are fun in some respects, but this is the beginner's lobby, so I can't say I'm shocked really, but I didn't hold too much of an issue with it because even in 4th place I still complete the race. So I'm coming around now to the final corner, cutting it somewhat, but unlike real simulation driving games, you don't get penalised for that on Forza, which is partly why I play it. So I'm across the line, 4th place. The next race, I've got the Mazda. I'm not really a fan of Mazdas, to be perfectly honest with you. I've never really been into too many Japanese cars. Of course, your Subarus are spot on, you have your Nissan Skylines, and things like this, they're all absolutely brilliant. I'm even fond of the odd hot hatch or two. But now, so moving round, I've done my editing cut again. So I'll be coming round now to the final straight. This is my 3rd race that I need to complete. Again, in 4th position. I'm not entirely sure what's happened here. I keep getting fourth. This is like someone keeps annoying me, stopping me getting on the podium. But if I was chasing glory, if I was chasing trophies, I'd probably care a little more than I do about that, but I don't care about that too much, because completing a race is all I need to do. The pop-up appears on screen telling me I've made progress, which is brilliant, and I've got the pop-up saying I've completed challenge, which is really cool, apparently. So what I need to do now is just do this race, because I need to do one more for the multiplayer. I've decided to go for the Mini Cooper. It's the John Cooper Works edition. I do like minis. Minis are really nice cars. Unfortunately, the biggest problem I've got with minis, other than the fact that they tend to be very stripped down 1 Series cars, is the fact that as somebody who is 6'4", they don't give me a lot of leg room. Someone somewhere, the god of motorsport, has decreed that on this day Los Phoenix will achieve 4th place in any race on multiplayer. So shall it be. So I've completed the September monthly races, which is absolutely brilliant, and I've completed the multiplayer there as well. So I'm going to nip back into the menus and let's see what's going on. You can see I've got 2 notifications. So when this loads, if it loads,
Ten years later.
now that Forzathon has decided it wants to play nicely with me, it comes up 150,000 credit reward, which is absolutely brilliant. Adds on to my total whenever I feel the need to buy some cars. And I also get the 300,000 credit reward for completing the 10 races. So again, adds it on, very nice. As you can see, September monthly and the multiplayer are greyed out. I've completed them. There's a VIP events highlighted, which I can't play. You've also got the car pass events there, which I cannot play, simply because I don't have the relevant DLC, subscriptions, add-ons, whatever the hell you guys want to call it. But not to worry, I've already recorded a fair bit of footage on this stuff, so plenty to be getting on with. Remember, if you guys like what I'm doing, if you like my videos, hit the like button, leave me a comment, and of course hit that subscribe button, because it lets me know that you guys are watching, you're interested, you like what I'm doing. Plus, not so secretly, I want to get up to 100 subscribers. I'm on about 58 at the moment. I want to get up to 100 so I can get my own URL, my own YouTube name for the address bar, because at the moment it's just a load of crazy characters and numbers. I want to customise that. I want to get a private plate on my YouTube channel. So that's my goal at the moment, is get myself up to 100 subscribers so I can actually go and get this. So that's that for this month, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy my videos. So until next time, take it easy and happy driving.